Hello traders, welcome in my weekly Forex forecast. So first pair is Aussie Swiss franc, and what we started to have, I think we might to get this retracement back to the weekly resistance levels or to the 36 EMA. It will be more visible on the lower time frames that it start to make. Right now on the weekly, we are still in the downtrend and we have red candles. Area of the resistance in case if price decide to retrace, it's up here. So it's around the 12 EMA. Next area of the resistance is here, and we also in between have the 36 EMA. If we pay attention for trend line is far away right now. If you like channels, this also might look like a weekly, channel, something like this here. So maybe that's why we will get retracement. I don't use personally channels, so but I wanted to show you. And in terms of the support area on the weekly chart, we will see that. We don't have history here. It will be more visible on the daily chart, this support zone. But because price stopped here and we have reaction, this is for me enough information that this might be a support zone. And this is what we see on the daily right now. So we see this retracement. This is our next resistance area. So what we get here is like a daily trend line. It's not perfect line. To be honest, this is our line, yes, because if we connect spikes 1, 2, 3 touches, we will get this. We are still below the 36 EMA, but if you pay attention for lower time frames, you can try to look for trades a little bit aggressive, maybe with low risk trades here after. If we get higher high, higher low, this is where we would like to jump in. Like I said, trend line will is broken right now, because if we pay attention, if we draw the line, here spikes, so price is breaking this line. Okay, so that's why we can think about the long scenarios. Of course 36 is not broken, so that's why this might be aggressive approach. So it's really up to you if you want to take this setup here or you want to wait for another, and then you have like a clear confirmation that price is also above the 36 EMA. What is good here, we had EMA crossover and the 36 EMA, and the 12 is above the 36, so this is also nice indication for us. So if price also 1 hour chart, if you get set up, but you need to get set up some above. Yes, if you see setup here, it's not good setup to enter on the 1 hour chart, because this you will see just spike on the 4 hour chart. Okay, so if you decide to jump in on the 1 hour chart, at least try to see that price is above this previous top. So this is how you can approach those long entries, still against, but for possible maybe daily trend change and bigger time frame retracement. If this is just false breakout, then we see that price is just spiking and then is still struggling here, for example. We can adjust our line later on, and then what we would like to do, again, wait for possible breakouts here or breakouts here with main direction. Okay, so this is what we currently have on the Aussie Swiss franc. Of course, short scenarios target this daily 1 to 3, so everything is correct here. Euro Aussie, also here we have trade against main direction. Price reached resistance area. As you can see here, those spikes give us resistance. This is pair where we have a lot of spikes and false breakouts, so it's not so obvious to draw level, but definitely this is strong level. Next area of the resistance is up here around this zone. Okay, and next one is higher here. So what we can expect, some reactions where area of the support is down here. And the next area of the weekly is down here. Okay, so we have a lot of room in case the price won't want to go down. You see that this area of the support maybe will be together with the 36. So this is our nice target, and this is our trend line. So basically, we would like to target this area, and what we would like to see later on, daily long 1 to 3, and then what continuation where to the previous area of the resistance, and maybe breakouts and continuation with this trend. If this trend line won't hold, we would like to look for short scenarios again, and then we have to find the next area of the support where price might to stop. Right now, it's still pointing up, by the way, weekly and daily. And here you see how price was struggling here. We have finally, trend line breakout. Okay, price start to cross 12 and 36. So what we would like to start to do is to look for short scenarios on the 1 hour chart. But again, ideally, we would like to see, that price is still below the trend line. It's not making setups. If you get set up here, then you have to lower the risk, or you skip this trade, because there is still support area here. Okay, so this might be aggressive. The question is if price wants to retrace, or this is just the false breakouts and price will go up again. The thing is that we are still have, you see lower highs, so maybe then now price retrace again. The retracements are always tricky. It's much easier to trade with the main direction, because main direction is more obvious, yes, and it's easier to identify where price might to go and how. Here, like I said, okay, so definitely it's a good option to look for short scenarios, but you really need to decide by yourself if you want to join this or not. Of course, if price breaks those tops here and you get setups above, then you are okay to take longs. If you are not trader again who trades against main direction, you wait for price to be here, and then you start to look for buy scenarios or breakouts for possible trend change. Next is euro dollar. Euro dollar is still around the same zone. Of course, we discussed this for 2 weeks right now, or 3 weeks even. This pair still struggling. The thing is that it started to make something. Maybe we'll soon have. This is our trend line. This is our resistance area here. This is our line here, and our support zone here. And in case of the breakout of this, we have resistance up here, and we also have resistance up here. Of course, we know that the weekly chart, you see, it's very, very strong downtrend. We can expect some retracements to those levels which I draw, and also to the 36. On the weekly chart, our trend line is here for now. So as long as this trend line, of course, is holding, we are in the downtrend. But of course, on the daily chart, we have like a trend change, and we can follow daily trend definitely. Okay, so we didn't have continuation. Price still was struggling this whole week around this zone. So this is where we have to learn patience, guys. Okay, so we don't jump in just because there are some moves. We want to wait for clean direction and clear scenario. So right now, the best way to trade this is just wait for price to breaks and make setups here, and then look for buy scenarios, target this area. Okay, this is the best way. You can also, if you are day trader, scalper, what you can do, because we are around the resistance zone, you can try to sell this on the resistance and target this trend line, and then on this trend line you can buy and target this, so you can basically try to catch this kind of the move. Yes, as long as price stays here. If you don't like trade like this, break out of this to look for short scenario, target this, and of course break out here and go for long options. And if I go quickly to 1 hour chart, yeah, you see that price is reaching this, so short bounce entries. If you decide to take short bounce entries, just keep in mind about the 36, because we can still get this, another retest maybe, then for example bigger retracement to the. So if you decide to take short, keep in mind about the 36 EMA. This is your goal. If price breaks this, then you have this trend line. Okay, so this is option on the euro dollar. New Zealand dollar, US dollar weekly chart. Also here seems that price start to retrace. We still don't have like a white candle, but we see that it's pushing up. So where is our next area of the strong resistance zone? Is up here on the weekly chart. Okay, so we have a lot of room to go. In between, we have area of the resistance here, together with the 12 EMA. And on the weekly chart, we have this trend line. Okay, so those are the levels where price might to go, reach, and then what? continuation. Where to this or breakout and make new lows. So this is our daily chart, and on the daily where we are right now on our profit zone. Okay, if we draw trend line, we'll see that trend line is like this. So price didn't break this, starts to go up. So here simply what we would like to get is our 4-hour chart long, 1, 2, 3 here with this trend line maybe later on. Yeah. So we wait for this, then we look for buy scenarios, target this, or we go to 1-hour chart, and now it's steep move. So again, if we see setup here, we don't like to jump in here, okay, because it will be below trend line, and this is our profit zone. So we really need to get set up above to look for this for 1-hour chart entry. So maybe we'll get this retracement, another option, okay, but buy scenarios better to look for this. Okay. So this is what we have here. Yeah, so we look for buy scenarios. Short scenarios are also okay if we, if we look for breakout of this. You can still try to sell this and target support zone here. Okay. USDN, I just want to show you because we have very strong reaction on Friday. On all yen pairs, yes. So maybe this is the beginning of the bigger retracement. Of course, weekly chart is still pointing up, but we expect some retracement finally. Daily chart, no, we didn't have option to jump in and to any retracement or something. You see that previously we also had this, and price continued to go up. So right now, still wait for yens to. Right now, lower time frames are not easy to trade because of the spike. If you would like to trade this, I would wait. Because maybe price will start to range here, something like this. So right now, just wait. I don't look for any trades here, simply because I don't like what I see here. You see, previously also we had this, so that's why I want to just analyze this and tell you to wait, because there is no point to jump in if we don't have right now clear situation. Of course, this is pushing down. Yes, right now on the 1-hour chart, so we can say, okay, I can wait for 1 to 3 and I can trade. But this is too steep, too strong. This is like 2 candles, 500 pips. So better to stay away and patiently wait to see what price will do on the daily chart. And the last one is gold. Gold is making double bottom right now. So probably will not have this continuation. Anyway, if price breaks this double bottom, we have this area of the support. So maybe we'll get retracement where back to the resistance, back to the 36 EMA. We also, yeah, so this is, I wanted to draw trend line, but now it's not, we have to go to daily to draw this line. Okay, so in case if price retraced 36, this resistance is our next target. Daily chart, daily trend line. Right now we see double bottom. So what you can do, or you are conservative and wait for breakout of this and breakout of this. Here long scenario, target this, and here short scenario, target this. Okay, or you want to play around for day trading, scalping on the lower time frames here. So what you can do, you have trendline breakout on the 4-hour chart, double bottom. So we can expect that price continue to go to this trend line, to the daily trend line here. Okay. So what you can do, wait for the retracement and try to buy this. Okay. But this is aggressive. You have to remember, simply because daily chart is still pointing down, weekly chart is pointing down, but because we have double bottom, we have reaction, we can again expect a situation like this, that price will go to this level. So that's why we can try to trade this. I think here was a 1-hour chart, long 1 to 3. Here you see this was 1 to 3, so you can also use this and take this, and exactly the same what we would like to see here. Okay, so now by scenarios, or simply like you said, breakouts of this trend line or this support. So guys, thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Wish you all great weekend and hear you soon. Bye.